Good morning. How is everybody on this fine Monday? It is Groundhog Day, and he saw his shadow. So that means another 6 weeks of winter, as if the people in the East haven't had enough winter. I guess we're up for some more. And meanwhile, here in Phoenix, Arizona, it is going to be 80 degrees. So then there's that. So winter for us feels like a mild spring. Hope you're all having a great Monday today. Today is my weekly finds. I wasn't on last week because I was outsourcing out of town. Hi, Emily. And so just a little hodgepodge mix of this and that today. I have a couple of pre-bids we'll get to before long. A lot of vintage glass today. And just some Tanala. Hello, Linda. Yeah, we're just going to get together and see what we can find that you might enjoy. So hope you guys are staying warm and enjoying a Monday. Let me get this turned around. Oh my goodness. Hi, Emily. So let's see. We have 3 pre-bids today. And let's take a look at this one first. It's this sweet little Occupied Japan ceramic. Look at this. This isn't cottagecore. I do not know what is. It's a sweet little beehive. And it is a honey jar. It has a little slot for the spoon. It does not have a spoon. It even comes with its own little bee. And it does have some crazing. It is vintage. It is marked Occupied Japan. Hi, Natalka. Welcome in. Cute little chimney on this one. In great condition. No chipping. Just a little bit of crazing. Just for those of you who might be new to me, I do bundle shipping and return overages over $1. So we're good there. And I do have my Canadian shipping turned on. So if I have any friends from, oh, hi, Missy. Missy's Odds and Ends is my daughter. I don't like to bother her by sending her my links, but today I thought maybe she had time. Thanks for coming in, sweetie. So this is going to start at 5, and Emily Mushroom Grove has a pre-bid on this. It is just too cute. Hello, Emily. This is running right now. I see you have your pre-bid on. Isn't it darling? Yay! My Emilys are in the house today. Congratulations, Emily. You're welcome. Thank you. And then I think you had a pre-bid on that little cobalt mini oil lamp that's up here in the background. Let me grab that. This one is, hi Pam, is pressed glass. This is a little loose because the prongs, I haven't tightened the prongs down real good, so we'll be really careful with it. Maybe a little bit of flea biting at the top, but no major damage on the shade here. Fits right in the groove here. It does have its original wick. It has not been used. It does unscrew. It goes back on. Hi guys, welcome in. And then this says made in Hong Kong, and then it also is embossed on the bottom, made in Hong Kong. So this fits on there. Sweet little mini, and it's going to start at 12, and it has a pre-bid, and it is running. Hi, Adina. Hi, guys. Welcome in. How's your Monday going? Shout it out. I was just lamenting on the groundhog's forecast. 6 more weeks of winter, yuck, as if you guys back east don't have enough of it. Thank you, Emily. It's very sweet. Hi, Freya. And then the last item I have on a pre-bid is, I've got another pre-bid, just came in. Let me grab her for you. She's adorable. Fresh cart, guys. I could not believe it. Can you believe? And I just kind of almost pushed the lady aside who was stalking, and I kind of stopped and I said, "Do you mind if I grab that?" She's like, "No, go ahead." I hardly see these anymore. Very vintage, in great condition. Isn't she just all that? Not marked, so I'm not sure who her maker is. Her eyelashes are all there. She is sweet. Yeah, it's like, come on, it's a fresh cart. I almost forgot my manners, and finally I just had to ask, can I grab that right there? Because there were other people around too, and I'm like, okay, I got to grab that thing. Cheryl looks like she has a pre-bid on this starting at 25, and it is running. No chips, no cracks, just great vintage beauty. Gotta love it. Gotta love the fresh carts. I've gotten more fresh cart stuff, good stuff too. All right, Cheryl, that's going to you. If you're in here, congratulations. Hi, Crazy Cash. Welcome in. Good to see everybody. I was off last week. I didn't go far. I only went like an hour and 15 minutes from home, but to another city to try different Goodwills. Did okay. This is not the stuff I found. The stuff I found will be in my show next week. But thank you, Cheryl. And then I have another pre-bid. I have a swung vase. Look at this gorgeous milk glass. It is Fenton. Whoop. It's a Fenton milk glass hobnail swung vase. They call that a 12-finger vase. It does have 12 fingers up there. You guys want to count them? Let's count them together, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-finger vase in great condition. I like that mouth. You know how they all come out looking different. Here's the base, still has some grease pen marked on it. And it is 14 inches tall. Thank you, Louisiana. You're in Louisiana? I've been there once. Flown through a couple times. Well, welcome in. It's good to see you. Looks like Angela has a pre-bid on this, guys. Again, I said 14 inches tall, so she's a nice tall one. Not too heavy. Great base on her. And she's going to start at 30, and she is running. Great deal on a swung base these days. Yeah, I like that one too. It's like, ah, say ah. I had to go through, I got the pre-bid. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have a box for this? I found one. All right. Angela, if you're in here, congrats. Woo, a little bit of dirt down inside there. It does look like a spiral. You have such a creative mind. Crazy. All right. I think, let me go back and check. Oh, got another pre-bid. That's okay. I'll just go through pre-bids until we don't have any more. I love these vintage bookends. They're heavy metal, brass. They have the mandolins, I guess, lute or mandolins. I'm not sure. They're different. Each one. This one's more of a triangular. This is more of an oval. They have their bases in great shape. They are marked Israel Oppenheim. Let me show you right back there. You can see that. Israel Oppenheim. They might need a little tightening on the screws or not, depending. They're not falling apart by any means. They just might need a little tightening. The screws are there. Hi, Jules. Welcome in. A set of 2. And they're going to start at 12. And Adina is in the lead on that pre-bid. I pulled a couple of things in because I didn't quite have 40. I got close, but I like to have 40 on my shows or more. Yay, Adina, congrats on that. They're really neat. I like them. Very mid-century looking. All right, those are coming to you. And in case you didn't hear me, I do bundle shipping and return any overages. So no worries there. All right, that was all my pre-bids. So now I'm going to go down in order unless somebody has something they'd like me to pull up right away. I can do that for you. Let's start with this beauty. 3-footed. There's something about 3-footed ceramic or glass that just gets me. I'm not sure who the crossed arrows were. Was that Napco? Shout it out if you know. It is 44 out of 449. It does have a little wear. I think it might have had more gold around the edges here. So the gold is a little worn on the top, but it's in great condition. There is no chipping or flea biting on the lid. The gold around the edges all of the lid are there, and along the top edge of the bowl, it's still there. And it's just that little part in the center finial area. So beautiful little, my eye just caught something. Nope, not a chip. I thought that might have been a chip, but it wasn't. All right, that one's going to start at 12, and it is running. Yeah, I found some blue milk glass and some blue slag glass this time. That was fun. I don't think I've ever had blue milk glass before, so that was a nice find. I have some Westmoreland in there. Hi, Kennedy. All right, thanks for looking at that. And then I found these. My son brought his Presidium over, and he did test these. They are Chinese. They call them imbibing bowls or traditional bowl vessels. As you can see, this one has like a little dragon here on. I'm not sure if this, yeah, this is the one. And then there's this little, it looks almost like a Greek key design at the top. He tested it. It does test as jade. So it is a white jade or a light jade. This base has this damage to it. It still sits just fine. You can turn the damage to the back and you'll never see it. So it's got the carved wood base. It is, again, it is tested jade. And it is going to start, these sell for a lot more. I'm going to run them because that's my promise to you that whenever I find stuff, I will always run it in my weekly finds. And then before I post it or move it to my booth or something. So this is the smaller of the two. And then the second one has 2 handles, and the base on it is fine. I don't think I showed all of the back, the bottom, and everything. Hi, Janice. Welcome in. You can see there's some jade coloring, darker green coloring on this one. This one has 2 dragon handles. You can see his mouth hanging on there and there. And this base is perfectly fine. All right, that one's going to run for 40, and it is running. Some of these are selling in auction houses for hundreds and hundreds, so we'll see. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to pull up. I'm glad to do that. Or if you pre-bid on something, that helps too. How about some Andrea by Sadek? I know it's a ways off before we get to Easter, but I couldn't resist. Hi, Janae. Welcome in. Sweet little bunny, kind of a blue and white checkered with this gorgeous, I don't know if that's a dahlia maybe, and some roses on the back. It does have its original sticker. Andrea by Sadek. Sweet little bunny. There he is, and he's going to start at 12, and he's running. I'm starting to look at Easter stuff. I don't usually do Easter, but you know, I like the bunnies. I have a glass bunny in next week's show that I already found on my trip. All right, bunny, hop on over there. And found some Zelf this time. Beautiful little windmill scene. It is in the shape of a heart, so would it be appropriate for Valentine's Day too. And gorgeous shape. And it is marked hand-painted Delps blue. That one's going to start at 8. Little trinket box in the shape of a heart. It's running. You can just tell that porcelain is so dainty by the sound that it makes. Gotta love the blue and the white. They just go so well together, don't they? All right, let's see. So right in front of us is the next item. It's this Candlewick oval vanity tray. What did I say? It was a 12. Yeah, it's a 12-inch by, I think, 7. It is in perfect condition. All of the little bubbles, hi Danny, are there. I couldn't find a vanity tray. I found a lot of serving bowls, but I'm pretty sure that this would just be the vanity tray, and then you would put your perfume, your powder box, those vanity items at the top. Sure, Jolene, I can do that for you. So let me run this one first, okay, real quick. I'm going to start this at 15, and it's running, and then I'll grab that larger jade for you. That'd be nice for little perfume bottles. I've never run across, hi Becca, any perfume Candlewick. I don't know, does Candlewick have a perfume bottle? I'm not sure. All right, and then we had a request to rerun this. Let me get that back on the stage for you. We'll take another look at it just to make sure that it's what you're looking for. This one, like I said, doesn't have any damage. Here's the base. You can kind of see some of that little darker jade color coming through. No issues there. Here's this little guy. It has the same little design carved into the edge of the cup. Here's the dragon face. He's pretty cool. Love, love, love the dragons. Of course, Danny. The Murano one or the Tanala one, Danny? And that one, and here's the base in great condition on this base. There it is, and it's going to start at 40. Jolene is in on that. The Murano, you've got it, Danny. I'll pull that up for you. I thought I got a little glow out of it. I was looking at it this morning. Not much. It might be just, it's not a uranium glow. I think it might be, yeah, that one. The one starts with an M. I can't think. Thank you, Jolene. Congrats. I love my Asian art. I really do. It's so beautiful. I got to go pick up my auction lot today. I have a bonsai tree, a jade bonsai tree that I won. So let's pull this little fella up and see what we have here. Here he is. All right. So he's got this blue and green and then the adventurine in him. His ears are all there. His hands, his tail, no chipping. There's that beautiful polished Murano base on him. His cute little indented eyes. He's going to start at 40, and Danny's in on that. Let me see if I can get the... not really. Not really a glow. More of a pushback of the... But he's still cute. I couldn't believe I found him. He's just sitting on the shelf at Savers. There you go, Danny. Congrats on that. We'll get him wrapped up safely for him so he makes the long trip. Thank you. All right. Let's go back down the list here. This next item, I love these planters. This one's not marked. And it's really not coming up with any particular maker, but it's got a beautiful little pink sparrow, a bird of some sort, resting on this tree. We've got a leaf. I think that might be a knot in the tree. There's his little foot back there. He's in great condition. Sounds pretty solid. I checked him over really good. I don't see, hi Lisa, any cracking or anything. His beak's all there. He does have one itty bitty tiny flea bite right there, but you can just probably cover with some gray Sharpie or something. But otherwise, he's sitting on there. We'll look inside here real good. There's a little bit of crazing right there, but it doesn't go anywhere. It goes up across the top, but it's not going anywhere on the outside. I checked it over really good. And he's going to start. Nice little bird planter at $10, and he is running. He'll be a nice little spring piece too, huh? And spring will be here before you know it. Don't worry. 6 more weeks of with winter, we can get through it together. Hi, Jill. Set him aside. What else do we have? These are really nice. These are reverse painted votives. They come in their original box. They are from China. They are unused. They have their original their original advertisement or packaging information in there. And then this one is a lily pad. You can see that it's painted on the inside and then frosted with this white, so that when you put the votive in there, hi Emily, another Emily. And then it's just this lily in its own little box with its information. It says they're Chinese reverse painted. They're done by the Northern Lights Candles Collection, and explains how they're done and then how to use them. I know. The other one's tulips. I don't know if you saw the other one. So we've got this one, lily pads. Okay, there's its box. Fits nicely in there, nice and snug. That's going to start at 8 and it's running. I like them both. I mean, where do you find lily pads? But the other one is tulips. It's so beautiful. And my phone is glitching. There it goes. All right. Maybe you like the tulip one better. Let's take a look at it next. I think it's up in the next in line. It is. Same situation, same type of box, same literature. But this one is tulips. Isn't that pretty? And again, there's the literature. Nice little box. $8 start on the tulip one, and it's running. These will come in handy for spring. Might make a good little Valentine's present too. Or Easter for that matter, right? All right. Well, thank you for looking at them. You know where to find me if you change your mind. How about some Fenton? I have a couple pieces of Fenton today. The swung base being one of them, but look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Pre-1972 Fenton Jamestown Peacock Blue. It's a ruffled vase. It is unmarked because prior to 1972, I believe, Fenton marked their pieces with stickers like that. And the sticker is no longer on it, but it is still gorgeous. Cased glass, cased white, cased in the peacock blue. No cracking, no chipping. Just gorgeous, gorgeous blue color. Hi, Charlie. That's Charlie's my son. I got my daughter and my son in today. And that one's going to start at 40 and it's running. Thanks for coming in. I know you're working and watching at the same time. That's funny. You said good morning and now it just showed that you arrived. So my notifications must be a little slow today. All right. How about another piece of Fenton? This one I know glows. This one is cabbage rose. It is pink. It almost looks dusty rose. I don't know, but it does glow. It has a beautiful selenium glow. Look at that glow on there. Beautiful. I've never really had a selenium piece before that glowed like this. This is the Fenton Cabbage Rose. It again is unmarked. It's pre-1972. Let me just double check. I thought I felt something. Nope, no marking in there. Actually, Fenton called this rose, but over time, I guess people said those look like little cabbages, and they started calling it cabbage rose. But it is a sweet little swung vase. How tall was this one? About 11.5 inches. Beautiful pink, nice Valentine color. That's going to start at 25, and it is running. I love this one. So pretty. I've had it in milk glass before. I think I've had it in one other color, but this color is just gorgeous. All right. Putting that beauty aside, let's see what's next on the list. Another piece of Fenton. Another first of this color for me. This is called Fenton Rosaline. It is a crimped rose bowl. It has its original sticker. It is also under that sticker residue marked, and it says, I don't know if we can see that together. I think that's a 0 for 2000. So this was made in 2000. Still vintage. Beautiful Rosaline. I've never had Rosaline. I love this. At first I thought it might be Burmese. It does not glow, but I love the feel of the glass. It's so glossy and soft. Looks like a little flower, doesn't it? Or a big flower. Nice weight to this. That's going to start at 55 and it's running. Hi, Unique. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Missed you last week when I wasn't on. And I think that was all my Fenton. All my Fenton has been shown. Let's see what's next. These cute little guys, I couldn't pass them by. They're so kitschy and vintage. Oh, there went my little Tanala owl. He fell behind. We'll grab him. But it's a matching set of little bears made from wooden beads and pipe cleaners. I need to pull the camera up. It's about ready to fall off. So that you get the set of 2. Here's the little girl. She's got sweet little flowers in her hair and a red ribbon. As you can see, those are beads. They are signed by the artist, A.T., possibly, I don't know, maybe a little craft project, but they are adorable and vintage. There are others online if you look for them. So those 2, let me get that down there so you can see them, are going to start at 10 and they're running. Cute little bears. Oh. I just love their little faces. All right. Thank you very much for looking at them. Yes, I'm corny. Another little folk art piece of wood, just in time for Valentine's. Beautiful hand, maybe toll painted, heart-shaped wood jewelry box, trinket box. And this one has the little peg that slides, that also comes apart. So the little peg fits in the hole, and then you can open it by sliding it. That's going to start at 8 and it's running. So I'm thinking on Thursday, I haven't thought of my theme yet. I have quite a few in my brain. It's just, I guess, whichever one I put together. But I always ask you guys to help me. Does anybody have a theme? And sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, which is fine. Because sometimes I can't think of one either. How about a beautiful Indiana glass tiara sandwich in amber? This is the base. Gorgeous, gorgeous glass. I love Indiana glass. And then here is the top. It is a butter or cheese dish. It's quite hefty in size, but it is gorgeous. No chips, no cracks. $15 start on that. It is running. Oh, my phone is just glitch, glitch, glitch. It doesn't like all the stuff in the background sometimes when it has something in the foreground. All right, thanks for looking at that. Lots of vintage glass today. That's what I love, including this beautiful piece. Hi, Tracy. It's probably Venetian. It doesn't have the Murano or leaves and stuff on it, but it is all hand painted. Beautiful florals. I love the little raised dots in gold and white. It's this side. Oh, this one does look more like a Venetian Italian, because these two scenes are different. This one has that gold backing on it. The gold on the top is beautiful, so it is on the bottom. Oh, it does say made in Italy, so yeah, we're Italian. That's not a Murano sticker. Made in Italy, starting at 15, and it is running. Beautiful, beautiful glass. I love the ruby. They had a tall, tall, tall ruby vase with 4 glasses that I passed on. I have so many decanters right now. I'm just like, I can't do it. All right, but I took that little mini for her. How about some Germany, West German? Krister, I think it's West Germany. Beautiful ceramic base. Very muted grays and pinks on this one. Oh my goodness, my phone just needs to stop. It has these beautiful pink flowers with the gray leaves and stems on both sides. Different scene. It is marked KPM, RKPM, Krister, Germany. It has this gold on the top of the opening. It stands 8 inches. And it is going to start at 15 and it's running. It's just so dainty looking and exquisite. All right, thanks for looking at that. I decided I have too many vases. Is that possible? I don't know. Here's a really large, clear, hand-blown flower. It does have some dirt. I don't have a brush that's thin enough to go down inside. It looks like they had flowers in it. There's some residue in there. Just probably needs some cleaning. There's the end of the stem. So it will hold and carry water. Then you could just put it like this and then put your flower in there and it would be beautiful. You could also just put it in your planter. Nice, clear, heavy duty, hand blown flower. $12 start. It's running. Almost can't see it because it's clear, and so is the little vanity tray. And let's move that aside. What else do we have? Oh, I love these. I'm going to lower the price on this to $12. And let's take a look at it. Very 60s, 70s lucite, daisy looking flowers. They do have a little bit of glow to them, and that's just the lucite glowing. So they are the lucite plastic. They have the wire stems, and then they're in this also resin plastic acrylic base. So they are adjustable. You can turn them. Sweet little MCM flowers on wire, and they're running. They look groovy, man. All right, let's put that back over here. Let's see what we have next. Like I said, I have so many decanters. This one has a very geometric shape to it. So you have these little facets. It is cobalt blue. It is glass. The stopper is included also, and it can be used as a shot glass. So you can pour your beverage in and cheers and drink out of the top. So it's hollow inside. It is not marked. It is a diamond geometric decanter with a shot glass lid, and it is going to start at 22, and it is running. Gotta love your cobalt glass. Very different. Maybe Italian. Very possibly Empoli style. I'm not saying it is Empoli. I'm just saying it could be Empoli style. Thank you. And what do we have next? Well, this is just a cute little thing. I know we love our butterflies, don't we? I thought it was sweet. It's glass. It looks like it is pressed glass. It might even be flashed. It looks like it might be flashed. And then it's on this copper framed, like a stained glass. It looked like it was on something else possibly, but you could still hang it. It's got room underneath the wires there to put a hanger and put it in your window. It's very bright pink fuchsia color. And that's going to start at $3, and it's running. So since it's possibly flashed, you wouldn't want to get it in the water because that will come off. Maybe I'll put it up on my backdrop. Be a little butterfly flying through the cherry blossoms. All right. And here's another blown glass. This one I know is Silvestri because I have another one exactly like it, except for that one was spatter inside the glass. So it's a Silvestri blown glass flower, sitting flower in pink. And that's going to start at 10, and it is running. How are we doing? We still have quite a few. Oh, yeah, we still have some good stuff. About 10 items left. So if there's anything you'd like me to pull up again, please don't hesitate. Happy to do that. All right. I've had these before. It's I actually had the the vanity tray that went with it. These are Princess House perfume bottle and a little trinket box or powder box. I do know that the stopper on this is not original. Somebody added the stopper, but it's functional for now. And it has this beautiful little satin etched flower in it on both sides. Same for the trinket box. In great shape, no chipping. Nice little vanity set. $15 start, and it is running. Hi, Cotton Candy. Welcome in. Please look at the shop. If there's something you'd like me to rerun or pull up, just holler it out. I'd be happy to. All right, what's next? This little guy, the smile on him kind of caught me. Look at that cheesy grin. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. He is a Second Nature Design quarry critter. His name is Chico. He is made in China. And starting at $8. He's so cute. Hello, my name is Chico. He looks like a Chico, doesn't he? Yeah, he's like a stone composite, maybe carved. I'm not sure. I'd have to look him up. This I pulled up from a previous show a while back. It is a set of unused, so it's ephemera, postcards in copper leaf. They're all Southwestern designs. Here we have pack mules with the miner in the sun. So Southwestern, possibly even Phoenix. And they come with the miner in his burrow once in their familiar site throughout the Rocky Mountains. So this one is I think they're made in Salt Lake City. Then this one says miner, and then his mule is not cooperating very well. Same company, unused. And then this one is a coyote howling at the moon. And then they were all in this punched copper sleeve. They don't really go together. This is like a heart between two people. It has this little hanger in ribbon on the back, but they just kind of slide in there. So that whole set is going to start at $10, and it is running. Arizona is the copper state, so maybe that's why I found them. Somebody bought them in Arizona, possibly. I don't know. My grandfather worked in the copper mines and retired from the copper mines. He drove the ore train in the mine. Well, we have open pit mines here because of the copper, and we don't go underground. We just dig a big old hole and then fill it back in. This is a set of 6 pressed glass open salt cellars. Very nice. The glass has a nice fill. Possibly, when I put my light on them, they kind of do turn blue, so they could be lead crystal. These make great holders if you have marbles or even paperweights. They make great little pedestals for those. So there's a set of 6, no chips, no cracks, no flea bites for $12, and it is running. I'll have to save those for when I do a salt and pepper shaker show. All right, the next item I have this is a stunning piece. I cannot find a match in researching this. It is probably Silver City. It is definitely silver overlay. But look at the clarity of the glass in the stopper. It actually even has, when I had it in the light box, it had rainbow, so beautiful, nice quality glass on the stopper. And then it has the silver overlay here. Here are the 3 little bubbles. And then the opening is also silver. And look at the color of this silver on each bubble. It's not tarnished. It's still nice and bright. It has this floral pattern. Oh, maybe not floral. I don't know. Those might be raspberries or something, and cherries right there. So maybe, and grapes. So fruit based. It is a little cloudy in there. I didn't wash it or anything. Probably just needs to be brushed out and washed real good. But it's beautiful little decanter. I just love the 3 bubble design on that. Kind of looks a little Art Deco. $20 on that. Hello, T. Didersky. Welcome in. It's just stunning. And it just feels very well made. Somebody took care on that one. How about, I have a couple of Tanala pieces. I've got this Tanala. If you know me, I'm always grabbing this stuff. So this is a Tanala candle holder. It's got the floral in there. These are butterflies on either side. It is marked Mexico on the back. I did notice like one little itty tiny bitty chip, flea bite right there that just needs a little marker in there. Otherwise, in great condition. The real muted gray color on this one versus the tan. That one's going to start at $8. And if it doesn't go, it goes back in the Tanala box until next time. I've got to reach back here and grab my little owl. He's next. Come here, guy. All right. And setting him aside, the next one is this sweet little Tanala owl. He is a small owl. He is signed by Ken Edwards. It's hard to see it, but there is a K. I had it all situated at one point. But he's a Ken Edwards Tanala owl. He is adorable. No chips, no issues. And I'm going to lower the price on him to $8. And he is going to be, it won't let me update him. Hold on. Let's get out of there and see if it. Mary J is winning. He is cute. Gotta love your Tanala owls. I've won an auction group of Tanala on my last show. So I do have quite a few little critters. If you're interested, I can pull some up. There he is. Thank you, Mary J. He's sweet. And then every now and then I get lucky and I find myself some Viking. So this is a Viking glass table lighter. It's not working. Usually these days, I don't even know if it has a flint in there. It looks like it's probably never been used. Does have a little rust in here from maybe some water, humidity getting down inside there. I did pull this and I did clean the inside of the glass reservoir out too. So it does all come apart easily, no problems. But it just marked Japan down there, you can see. That's going to start at $45. Love my Viking glass. I think I've had one other Viking table lighter. Can't remember what color it was. Thank you, Mary J. All right. And then I'm thinking I only have 4 more pieces left. So if there's something you were interested in looking at and would like me to pull it up and show it to you, let me know. I'll do a table scan. This is blue slag glass. Now, this came up a lot of different times as Ellie Smith. I don't know. It is unmarked on the base here, but it is blue slag glass. These look like peaches. Don't they look like little peaches on a branch? Maybe cherries. Little toothpick holder, $12 start on that. Gorgeous blue slag. This one doesn't have as much as the white running through it, but it is sure pretty. Gotta love my glass. And blue is my favorite color, so. All right, setting that down. Let's see what's next. Another blue. This one is Westmoreland blue milk glass. Perfect for Valentine's Day in the shape of the heart. And then look at the open lace. The open lace is also in the shape of hearts. Isn't that beautiful? And then the other thing, it's hand painted, but the petals of the flowers are frit. They're not smooth. They have like little pieces of sand or little paint dots in them. They have texture. And the paint is in great condition. And then it's signed. 1979 was when this was painted. I don't know if that's when it was made. $18 on the Westmoreland blue milk glass. Gotta love it. And then I have another Westmoreland coming up. I'm just looking to see what I haven't shown yet. I think I'm getting to the bottom of it. And then this Westmoreland has its original sticker. I love this style of the open base like that. Doric pattern, yellow satin. There is its original sticker in great condition. Does not glow. Beautiful, beautiful little open candy dish, pedestal bowl. I love the open stems on the bottom. $18 start, and it is running. And then I have one more thing, and then we'll do a table scan. So let me get some things arranged here so we can see them. All righty. And the last item to run is a piece of wheaten glass. It is a bottle I have not seen ever, but it is called the fire extinguisher bottle. It is done in ruby. It is marked Wheaton, as you can see right there on the bottom. It does not have a stopper. If you need a cork, I might have one that big, but I love the little webbing on the sides. I don't remember if it has a little cadmium, not a lot of cadmium glow on that. Unusual bottle, $15 start on that, and it is running. And then we'll do a little table scan. All right, awesome. So let me see who's on right now. We have wooden stuff, we have crafting, we have clothing, and a midday we have Genie Bird. We'll see who, if you have a preference, just holler it out. So this is what's left. These were those little reverse painted votives that come unused in their original box. Still have some Fenton left. Beautiful Fenton vase there. Some glass flowers. It says what's left in the back. Hi, Fragile. Just wrapping things up, but we're doing a table scan. If there's something you see that you'd like me to show you, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, we're going to see who we can raid into. So I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever raided into Star Michael. So maybe we'll go see. It says wooden items. That sounds good to you guys. Thank you, honey, sweetie, for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate you. That's my son, Charlie. My daughter, Missy, might still be in here too. So let me turn this around and just wish you all a happy week. And hope that I will see you Thursday for my theme show. Haven't decided what that is yet. It'll be something probably vintage, maybe paperweights. I haven't done paperweights in a while. Maybe low starts on paperweights, something like that. So thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for your participation and your support. I always appreciate you and love, love, love knickknacks with all my heart. I love my friends that come to see me. So thanks so much. Let's see. I think we're going to go raid into Star Michael. All things wooden. You guys have a wonderful week.